Alright, y'all, this is going to be my updated for the new combat changes build for a Paladin Justicar. It's been a while since I've done a video. Now, first thing I'm going to say is this is just what I'm doing right now. Things are changing, things are evolving, they're updating the combat system. We don't know where we're going to be day to day, week to week right now. But this is what I'm doing right now. I'm doing content up to tick. I haven't run a Zariel or a Tome since the combat changes, but I do know this works in tick. Running the Bone Harvester Hood as a Paladin for AoE stuff, I'm always running Burning Light and Templars, and I often get the most kills in a dungeon. And so this is almost always free shield, and that free shield also always procs me 8,000 power. So I use the two of these together to keep me going. I am running Negation. I tried Elven for a while, but I haven't noticed that much difference, honestly, between the two as far as stamina gain. I definitely noticed Negation is giving me a lot more defensive capabilities. I just started using the Shield Defender and kind of liking it for the percentage damage resist. I used Lightning just to help get aggro, really. You'll notice I am running pretty much all Radiant still. It's kind of funny, but you know, my stats are meh, but my defense is 90% and my awareness is 60%. So when I pop my daily, it puts my awareness right at the 90% and reduces 30% incoming damage. It's amazing how fast our dailies go up. Let's see here. I have slotted hit points and stam regen, Blessed Boots of the Wisp. We get hit by a few crit strikes now and again, so we get a lot of hit point gain. Lichstone Master Set, +1. I know it's the new Rave, but it's also just a ton of Constitution. I recently switched to the Ring of the Overwhelmed. I was using the Threat Generation one, but quite honestly, it wasn't doing that much considering the little threat we're creating as tanks as it is right now. I was just better served with something that was going to help me not take as much damage. Platinum Ring of the Herald, that caps my defense off, and it gives me a nice little run speed bonus. Just some shirt and pants for item level, pretty much, and some stats. Deflection awareness. I am running 4 journals for the hit points and for the bonus. Boons, I mean, honestly, take all your defensive stuff, take all your hit points, and then I go for things like, run speed. I'm running Fort and Stamina Regen and Focus Retaliation. Yeah, it's not as good as it used to be, but it helps kick me up over that deflect. And, I mean, that's something at least, right? That's something. Everyone can use whatever they need to hit their stats. If you notice, I'm using kind of a little mix here. You'll see a lot of defense, awareness, and hit points coming out of my stuff. I am using Lulu. I know it seems silly, but I mean, there's the reason right there. That right there. 5% hit points. And there's also a little heal built in. So the hit points are pretty amazing. I'm using, I think, all awareness. Nope, 1 defense. And I'm using a lot of awareness, Recondites, slotted. For mounts, I still run 3 Gladiators, Guile. I couldn't handle going slow. I know there's other things I could pick to help heal me and all that, but dang, I hate being slow. And watching Dwarf Legs sprint around is pretty funny. Oppressor's Reprieve to help with some heals, Victim's Preservation to help with some heals, the usual collar stuff. You'll notice I'm running straight Fortitudes. This is for the hit points and to help get to the cap. I'm running hit points there, and I'm running Bat Swarm. I was running T-Rex for a long time, and on trash mobs I do, but on tanks, or on bosses I use Bat Swarm. And really, it's just that it gives so many benefits beyond just a piercing screech. So, yeah, it helps keep me alive. For single target stuff, I've got Valor, Challenger, Absolution to help with damage reduction, of course, Valve Enmity, and Smite. And look at that magnitude on Smite now, it's pretty crazy. I do have Divine Judgment slotted. I very, 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 very rarely use it. It's almost all of the time popping this, and you'll notice the difference. It's amazing, especially in some of the big pulls. You pop that right after you've pulled, 30 mobs in tick, and you can actually stand there. It's great. At least with good DPS, so they can burn it down for you. Guild boons. I run Revive Sickness, Power. I actually run Awareness so I can hit my awareness cap, so I could have a little more hit points, but honestly, 1 million is good enough for me for now. For AoE, all I do is switch a couple things. Oops, wrong one. There we go. This is what I run for AoE. And I put in Composure. Still popping this all the time, honestly, just because it helps to keep you alive. And I try really hard to time the stun between my journal and the stun between my burning light, so that I can kind of, give healers a little help. So it can be like stun, do some AoEs, throw a stun, do some AoEs, throw my daily, do some AoEs, just kind of stack it out so that people don't feel so overwhelmed on the big pulls. There you go. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll update this as soon as I update my build. Until then, have fun, smash on, and hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe.